Hey guys, what's up? And how are you all doing? I apologise for the first of all for the regulars that I haven't been streaming for the past couple of days. It's just been super busy with assignments and real life stuff with my course, so I've not been able to stream as much as I would absolutely love to. There are things in the pipeline that are going to come through that are going to happen that I'm currently doing with this channel. I'm currently trying to get a PC as quickly as possible so that I can progress and enhance the channel as much as I can. Apologies if I look really tired, by the way. Like I said, it's been a hectic couple of days, and it's going to be like this for a little while. But I hope to be back. I'm not going to be streaming as much as I used to do, but I will stream now and again, if and when the time permits. But anyway, enough about me, enough about my channel. I'm here because, well, I wanted to do this video, partly to put something onto my streaming YouTube channel, and also to give something back. Because when I stream, I tend to have a lot of questions off fellow new streamers. It's not to say that I'm a massive, huge streamer. I just want to give my advice in terms of what I feel works as a streamer and what I feel is important to know as a streamer. And also just to give something back to the community, because you guys have been brilliant to me. So any way that I can help you, I will do. That's just who I am. So it is kind of like a tips thing, to give people, I would say, invaluable information, but information that is quite straight to the point and quite blunt. And also it's from my perspective, my experience. I've been streaming now for pretty much about a year and a half. And it's tough. But anyway, so this is pretty much me about giving just some tips and just some advice for anyone who is hoping to stream in the very near future. So I've wrote some things down because there is an awful lot of stuff. And the first tip that I'm going to give, and this is something that I got told by Tim the Tapman, who you probably know him. He's a very, very big streamer. And the biggest advice that he gave to me, or in terms of his video, was pretty much ignore the view count. So you'll have something in the top right hand corner. It depends where your camera is, or it depends where the comment section is when you stream, and you'll have a little red person symbol on it, and that is meant to indicate how many people are watching your stream currently. And I would honestly say ignore it totally, because Twitch lies to you. For example, it could turn around and say you may have 12 people watching. The only viable way in which you can check it is if you go onto your channel and you look under the viewers list, and it will actually tell you there properly how many viewers you have in the stream. So ignore the viewer count, because it can also put a lot of pressure on you. I've had it where I've had 100 people come in at one point. I must have got raided, I don't know, I must have just been lucky. And I had over 100 people, and it does affect you as a streamer. It really, really does, because if you're not used to it, it's something that really knocks you. It's brilliant, don't get me wrong, it's amazing to have, but it does affect you. So, don't do a stream that is based on viewers. Okay, that's basically what I'm trying to say. It's like, don't be disheartened if you don't get any viewers, because it's not your fault. Okay, people have lives, people have things to do, people are just busy. That's just how it is, and sometimes people can't come into your streams for whatever reason. That's just how it is. So don't live by the viewer count, is what I'm trying to say. If you're a streamer, just keep doing what you're doing. I remember when I first started streaming, and it was for about the first 4 months of streaming, You know, I would not have a single person. The only viewer I had in my channel, consistently, God bless him or her, is Nightbot, and he's still, you know, he or she's still there. He's probably still my most consistent viewer, but I don't live off that. And for about 6 months, I would literally sit there streaming, and I'd probably be talking to myself 9 times out of 10. But the thing is, you never know who could be there, and that's the thing I'm trying to say. Someone could be in the stream, and the viewer count, you know, the thing on Twitch will not pick them up, because it's such a delay regarding, you know, from the stream to Twitch. It's a very, very big delay. So sometimes the viewer count doesn't pick that person up, so you never know who could be watching you. So that's another tip for me, is to always be interactive. Like, always be talking to people, even if you think you're talking to yourself. Imagine that there are people there. Okay, you know, you kind of have to treat it like a show. That's the way I go about things. Unless I'm in a party chat with people, unless I'm gaming with people, you know, my channel is my channel, it's my show, and that's kind of how I treat it. And for a lot of people, you can sit there and you can say, well, I feel like a bit of an idiot because I'm talking to myself, but trust me, there's so many people that do the same thing. You know, I did it. Just keep doing it. Seriously, just keep doing it. And you will be fine, and you will be amazed actually the impact that it can do. Okay, so just little things such as, you know, keep mentioning welcome to the channel. You know, if you just stop by, welcome, introduce yourself, introduce the channel, introduce what you do. And yeah, there may not be anyone there, but you just never know. So that's my first 2 tips there, is to ignore the viewer count, because it lies. It really does lie to you. Just don't go off it. And the second tip is to always be interactive. Like, always talk to the chat. Mine as a stream, as a channel, mine's pretty much, I base my channel off people who want to come in, chill out, have fun, and you know, if they want to get away from it all, get away from it all. You know, I welcome anyone to the stream. I'm chatty as I can be. I'm chatting to everybody that comes in the stream, and that's kind of how you have to be. There are some streamers, unfortunately, out there that are not really talkative, not really interactive, and they still do really well. But I personally believe that you have to be interactive with people, because otherwise, how are people going to enjoy it? How are people going to get to know you? So that's my first 2 tips. My third tip, which I didn't really understand the importance of it until I met a few great people who have since gone on to really support the stream, and have since gone on to, you know, to give me amazing support, amazing advice, even to this day. Something that I'll always be grateful for, and you know, you people know who you are. And you know, for me anyway, that was one of the best times for me, was to meet those people, and to really, you know, network and connect with those people. But the tip is to never try and lone wolf your stream in terms of being a streamer and a broadcaster. And what I mean by that is, you have to try your best to support other people. Okay? If you try and be a lone wolf, if you try and be a lone streamer, and you are stubborn and adamant that that's all you're going to do, trust me, you're not going to get very far. You really are not. Because Twitch is a community. It is a community-based website that is purely which is based on the passion of gaming. Okay, and it's the passion of entertaining whilst gaming. It's the passion of just talking, being sociable while gaming. And if you're being stubborn, if you're being, you know, ignorant regarding your own stream, then how are people going to support you if you're not going to support them? You know what I mean? So that's my where I'm up to now. That's 4. That's my 4th tip, is yes, you know, you have to, in certain respects, you have to, obviously you have to look for your own channel, and you have to try and do your best to promote your channel as best you can. But the big thing that I've gained, and the big thing that I've learned, is you will gain much more in terms of support, in terms of encouragement, in terms of you just get a better feeling if you support each other. And that's what it's all about. It's community based. Never ever forget that Twitch is community based. That's what it's all about. I'm lucky that my stream is very much community based. Like I say, you know, I welcome anyone who comes in, and I always will do. And that's just the way I am, because I like to meet new people. I love to meet new people. And that's just who I am as a person. So my stream is always designed for that. So please make sure that you do it for the community. If you're doing it for yourself, if you're doing it for money, for example, you're doing it wrong. And trust me, you're not going to get anywhere. That's me being blunt there. You ain't going to get anywhere. So do it for the community, okay? Another tip that I've noticed, and I've only recently started doing this. I started as a variety streamer. Excuse me, I need the energy. I started as a variety streamer, and variety streaming is great because you kind of never get, how can I put it, you never sometimes get complacent, you know, regarding playing a game, and plus sometimes it can make a stream more unpredictable in terms of what you're going to do. However, variety streaming is hard, and what I've done from doing a lot of research on other streamers, and as well as research on the internet, is that variety streaming is actually harder to accomplish in terms of your channel growing than it is to stick to one game. So my tip on this one is try and stick to one game if you can. Try and stick to one game that you believe that you are either A, good at, don't necessarily have to be, but you know you're competent with, that you know a lot of information about. It's something that you can talk about with your viewers, with your chat, and you can be informative, because that's what people like. Stick to one game, and stick to one game that you enjoy playing, because that's pretty much the important thing here. If you don't stick to a game, or if you don't play a game that you enjoy playing, or that you have a lot of fun with, that you can be informative with, then we're not going to see your personality as a streamer, and sometimes that can happen. So me personally, from getting into the Destiny community, which, you know, in terms of the community based, I think it's fantastic. I've been able to really try and showcase my personality as a streamer. Whereas when you're trying to constantly change between games, between this and that and this and that, sometimes it can be a lot of information, and sometimes you're trying to answer a load of questions on loads of variety of games. Sometimes you can't answer it. So thus, maybe you don't then become helpful for the person who's in the chat. So it's a lot tougher, and it takes, I believe, a lot more time, a lot more dedication to be a variety streamer. I mean, what I'm trying to do at the moment with my channel is I've now purposely chose to be primarily a Destiny streamer. So I will more than likely be streaming Destiny more than any other game. But I've now decided to, if I have time, maybe on the weekends, is to then mix the games up and to play something different, just so that it throws something different in the mix. Don't get me wrong, you will get people in the chat and you will get people following you. Okay, this is the harsh reality of Twitch. You will get people following you for playing consistently the same game, because some people don't like it. For example, some people don't like Destiny. And that's absolutely fine, that's absolutely up to them.
but if you enjoy it, then just do what you do. And you know, unfortunately, you're going to get some unfollows. I've had unfollows, and that's just something that